To some extent, I'm a little bit mixed with the Inojin dying or not, because I'm like, we weren't given enough for this to be like a good death. But at the same time, I'm like, having him just survive is also just like still bad. So either way, it's bad. I almost feel like you're better off. Let's just kill him. Like, just kill him. Might just be the lesser of the two evils.
Regardless of what you want to happen, what do you think's gonna happen? I can go first if you want me to.
I
What
think
you to say.
Himawari's gonna heal him if I have to pick.
Personally, I think what's gonna happen is it's not gonna be about Himawari, it's not gonna be about Inojin, it's gonna be about Jura. Jura was
I was
really
debating on
reluctant.
Jura just releasing him or making him live, but
Yeah, like Jura was really reluctant to do what he did to Inojin, it felt like. And especially considering the tree he did against his Ink Beast earlier, compared to the one spike he does not through his head, not through his neck, not through his heart, not through any vital organ, but through his random middle of the stomach chest area, I guess. A small little spike. He could have done more. And even, this is me really reaching, this is copium. This is just silly. The only other spike on this tree looks like it's supporting Inojin. It looks like it's holding his leg up to like let some of the weight off, but like, I don't think that's actually a thing.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think so either.
But it just feels like it's gonna be because Jura was never actually gonna kill them or chose not to kill them, or even similar to Haku, where he's like, I'm gonna kill you, but then like he never actually was.
So that was gonna be my second pick, and I think both are reasonably in character for this writing. My only contention is just what's the point? He's not trying to draw out Himawari's power. He's
Yeah.
just trying to suck her up. So you could say, oh, he just wants to essentially immobilize Inojin, but then why not just do the tree absorb thing that he was doing to Himawari before instead of a stab?
I don't think
It
that's what it's
just doesn't
about.
fully make sense. You could just say it's like unplanned, I guess, but
This goes what I was saying with last chapter. Lo and behold, who would have guessed? I'm agreeing with myself here. But the fact that this is in reference to this, stop, they have nothing to do with this, I concur, it's tough to grasp. This is his internal struggle right now, so selfishly,
let
he's
me
not
see
doing
what
it
it
because he
says.
cares about Inojin or Team Chikacho. He's doing it because he's seeing how far they will go. Himawari isn't about them, so why are they risking their lives to protect Himawari? Well, he needs them alive to
Yeah.
figure that out, but he needs to push them farther and farther to death to see if they will continue to defend Himawari. Essentially, literally, purposefully trying to push their backs into a corner to see how they react in response. And the more stimulus he gets from them, the more sure of an answer he can conclude into.
Yeah, I agree. In my like, she's like, you guys shouldn't get dragged in. And Jura says, I agree. I struggle to understand your foolishness. And I know that he is curious. Like, he wants to know, like, why they're doing what they're doing. But, yeah, I mean, maybe that's why he gives them that side-eye look. It's because he's just trying to understand. I mean, that works. Like I said, I'm fine with either one in terms of, like, predictions. Either Himawari heals him with their special Kurama powers, or Jura just wasn't going to kill him. But the Jura wasn't going to kill him one, if it's not executed well, that's just going to suck. Like, it's got to be executed well.
I mean, I think it's already being executed. Like last chapter, he's saying to Hidari that he's interested in them. This chapter, and not just this chapter, right before he stabs Inojin, he's talking about how it's tough to grasp how they're doing what they're doing despite having nothing to do with this. And this is right before he stabs through Inojin. Like you can say it's because the hand thing. That's fine.
Yeah, but like again, like how does stabbing him really answer that question?
Well, if it's not killing him, maybe he's going to do more beyond this. Or, my theory, it's not because he's clearly not trying to rile Himawari's power up. I think it's to get the reaction from Ikadai and Chocho. See if they're going to attack Jura, or try and save Inojin, or how they're going to react or respond in general. Or even going after Himawari. Because again, he wants to devour Himawari. Why is he trying to trap Himawari in a tree? Like, it didn't work the first time, that's fine, whatever he was doing then. Here, he's intentionally doing that. Because he just suckered through a claw mark even if he didn't want to deal with Shikacho, Team 10. So he's going out of his way to continue having them be around him. And like, again, it seems like he's very short-tempered. Like, he immediately killed those 12 shinobi at the beginning. So there's something he wants
Yeah,
to
but
learn
yeah,
from
and
them.
I
It's
agree.
not
It
a thing of
seems
like
like he
frustration or
is
annoyance.
almost like testing them. Like I completely agree.
Because if he was annoyed with them, he would either kill them or carelessly get rid of them or just have it to where they're not around by taking Himawari and going somewhere else.
Yeah,
Specifically,
I
Sakura.
agree with you.
Mhm.
I just think that in terms of how I feel like they like to write sometimes, I can definitely see Himawari healing Inojin. That just feels like something I can imagine them doing in this story.
Well, specifically, I think what they could do is they could save Inojin in the same way they saved Himawari. They just can't heal Inojin. So they'll be able to push Jura back long enough to get Inojin off of the spike, lifting him up and then putting him on the ground. After that, he can be in critical condition, but like he's just ticking time that's never actually going to tick down. He's never going to die, he just can't get up. He's just going to stay there until he can be healed at the end of the fight and the aftermath. Probably, like you said, by Himawari.
Yeah, unless they really want to bring in Sakura for that purpose. But I'm just like, bro.
Or if Jojo randomly learned healing.
late. Shit, Jojo learned healing. Yeah, Sarda's Mangekyo is gonna do some healing. Honestly, Sumire works fine as a medical ninja to me. Like,
Yeah, she's with Sarda right now.